Contributor Gianno Caldwell says soft on crime policies took the life of his brother and destroyed the city that he loves. This is a sneak peek of the cover of his new book. It's called The Day My Brother Was Murdered, My Journey Through America's Violent Crime Crisis. Gianno joins us now. Good morning to you,
Good
Gianno.
morning. Thank you for having me.
You grew up in Chicago.
Yes.
You had to move your family out of Chicago. You left
Yes.
because of these soft on crime policies, and it caused your brother to lose his life, Christian, 3 years ago.
Absolutely. My brother, on June 24th, 2022, was murdered on the south side of Chicago. Police say that he was at the wrong place at the wrong time, but unfortunately, in the city that I grew up in and I love, being at the wrong place at the wrong time could be sleeping in your bed and a bullet comes through a window. It is outrageous that we have so much potential in cities like Chicago, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, and around the country where progressive district attorneys like Alvin Bragg here in New York, like Larry Krasner in Philadelphia, have endangered the lives of their citizens. And now we have so much potential in those cities that lay in graveyards.
Gianno, obviously someone knows something.
Yes.
How your brother died. There are no suspects. Have the police in Chicago done a good job? Law enforcement done a good job? Where is this investigation?
I would say if there hasn't been any closure to this case, then I couldn't grade on the job that has been done. We're out for justice. I was just with John Walsh just last night. We were on America's Most Wanted, where we're looking for justice for my brother. But there's so many others that require justice as well. When I wrote this book, The Day My Brother Was Murdered, and this is the first time that anyone's seeing this copy. It comes out June 24th next month. Please pre-order it.
Yeah.
But when I wrote this book, I didn't just write about my brother. I wrote about 9 different stories, different families who all experienced their family member being murdered on that same day across the U.S. People like James from Philadelphia, who was a veteran, who was beaten up with a traffic cone with teenagers, and some younger than teen years, murdered him. Or Catherine, who was an older lady, 67 years old, in Texas, a chemical engineer, a mother, a grandmother, who was murdered as she was driving home from work. These are stories that I think really touches every inch of the American reality for so many in these cities where soft on crime DAs are, especially people who are funded by George Soros. This is a problem, but I wanted to shed light, bring about solutions. We got people like Sean Hannity, our very own, Dr. Drew Pinsky and John Walsh, who I interviewed for this book, and we layer our commentary throughout it. Solutions is what people need. We already know how bad it is.
Congratulations on the book and thank you for telling your brother's story. We had you on that week that he was murdered.
Yes.
And you have continuously told us about this story and trying to get the word out because there aren't any suspects. You have a $100,000 reward on the line, and you're getting the help from John Walsh, too. And I heard yesterday when you were on Martha's show, you were talking with John, and John said, when we found out Adam was killed, it took us almost like 20 years to find
it was decades later.
To find his killer. So there is hope in this. The $100,000 reward will definitely help someone come forward, don't you think?
Yes, and I think one of the key things John said that really resonated with me, he said, delay is not denial. And I really appreciate that. It doesn't matter how long it takes. I'm going to keep fighting for my brother. I'm not just going to fight for him, but I'm going to fight for many others as I establish the Caldwell Institute for Public Safety. Visit us at caldwellinstitute.org and support our efforts, and you can pre-order the book there as well.
Okay.
I have to make this stand. And as I was interviewing Dr. Drew for this book, he was telling me, look, if you want to really bring about some peace to yourself, what you have to do is something that's going to further the legacy of the person you lost. That's why the Caldwell Institute for Public Safety was born. Again, caldwellinstitute.org. And that's why I brought this book to encourage people to keep fighting for your family members. Don't stop fighting. We have to say enough is enough. And today is that day.
I'm sorry for your loss, Gianno.
No, thank you so much, Ainsley.
You're welcome.